I'll never forget the first time I traveled solo. I was 23, fresh out of college, with nothing but a backpack and a dream of exploring the world on my own terms. The excitement was overwhelming. I had no itinerary, just a vague idea of the places I wanted to visit. For once, I wasn't bound by anyone else's schedule, and that freedom felt like nothing else. But somewhere between the thrill of new experiences, something happened that completely changed my outlook on solo travel. I was in Thailand, exploring the bustling streets of Bangkok. I remember standing in a busy market, tasting strange fruits, haggling for souvenirs, and feeling like I was on top of the world. Then it hit. A sharp pain shot through my stomach, this sudden, unbearable cramp that made me drop the fruit in my hand. I felt dizzy, lightheaded, and I knew something was wrong. I didn't want to panic. I tried to brush it off, telling myself it was just something I ate. But the pain didn't go away. It only got worse. The next thing I knew, I was in the emergency room of a hospital in Bangkok, surrounded by unfamiliar faces, the sterile smell of antiseptic, and a language I couldn't understand. I felt incredibly alone. No family, no friends nearby, just me, stuck in a foreign country, struggling to communicate, and, on top of everything, facing mounting medical bills. It was a moment that shifted everything for me. I realized, in that split second, how vulnerable I was. I thought I was invincible, but the reality of traveling solo hit me hard. Thankfully, it wasn't anything serious. Just a nasty case of food poisoning. But the experience opened my eyes to how unpredictable life can be when you're far from home. And that's when I learned the most important lesson about traveling solo. Always, always get travel insurance. You never know what might happen. That stomach ache? It could have been a life-threatening situation. A missed flight? A canceled tour? A broken leg on a hike? I've heard horror stories from other travelers, and I've experienced my own. The last thing you want when you're in a foreign country, far from home, is to be left with no safety net. Travel insurance isn't just for those who are risk-averse. It's for anyone who wants peace of mind, who doesn't want their trip of a lifetime to turn into a financial nightmare. When I got back home from Thailand, I was lucky enough to have a basic insurance policy that covered my medical expenses and some of the travel disruptions. But it wasn't until I started looking into different policies that I realized just how much of a difference it can make to have the right coverage. Now, I never travel without it. Even when I'm taking short trips or visiting destinations that seem safe, I get travel insurance. Because accidents happen. Illness happens, delays happen, and sometimes things just go totally off course. And that's when you'll be grateful that you took those extra steps to protect yourself. Here's my tip. Don't just go for the cheapest option. Take the time to read the fine print. Make sure your policy covers things like emergency medical evacuation, trip cancellations, lost luggage, and any activities you're planning to do. You might think you won't need it, but trust me, if you end up needing it, you'll be so glad it's there. Now, I know there are tons of travel insurance options out there. But for me, after doing a lot of research and trying a few different services, I found something that really works for my needs. It's called Orust at Insure, and honestly, it's become my travel insurance hack. I don't even think of it as insurance. It feels more like a safety net that's always there when I need it. It's affordable, and it's quick and easy to use, way more user-friendly than the old policies I tried before. I don't travel without it, ever, because let's face it, the world is unpredictable. And if I can take just one thing off my mind while I'm exploring a new country or city on my own, I want it to be the security of knowing I've got my back covered. So if you're planning a solo trip soon, don't skip the travel insurance. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. And if you're looking for something reliable, give Orust Insure a look. It's been a game changer for me, and I genuinely trust it. Stay safe and happy travels.